And hello and good evening to everybody joining us. I am Sean Bennett here at Lyman High School, where the 25-0 Lyman Eagles are taking on the Pinedale Wranglers for a weekend match, a little Saturday action for both of these teams. On a Saturday, it's snowy, it's cold outside, but luckily for us, we play indoors here in Wyoming for volleyball. And good thing, because the action will be hot. It will be heated up in this gym in less than 10 minutes when we have our first serve. Once again, Pinedale on the court warming up right now before our varsity match between the Pinedale Wranglers and the Lyman Eagles. Well, the Lyman Eagles, they really do not need any introduction. They are 25-0. I have said this numerous times. I'll say it again. If the USA Today or any other ranking system did that, where they ranked college or high school volleyball teams across the nation, I firmly believe, and I would attest to this, that Lyman, Wyoming, would be one of those top 25 teams in the country. We'll never get to prove it. They'll never play anybody outside of the state of Wyoming, except for those matches they played in the very beginning of the year against some Utah teams. They did play an Idaho team last week, but we'll never unfortunately get to know if they would stack up or how they would stack up against some of these powerhouse volleyball programs across the country. It is a real shame, because this Lyman volleyball team is special. 25-0, 8 seniors on the roster, and just a team that is stacked under head coach Brescia Hansen. Her best team, undoubtedly, that she has fielded here at Lyman. So Lyman playing in a home match here against Pinedale. Pinedale has played Lyman twice in 2018. They played them at Pinedale. It was homecoming, and Lyman came in, and well, not to be rude, but they kind of ruined that homecoming for the Pinedale Wranglers. They won in 3 sets in rather decisive fashion. And then they played in Rawlins, I believe in the championship match in Rawlins, a tournament. They met up there, and Lyman once again dispatched the Wranglers in 3 sets. So Pinedale, I talked with head coach Tamara Cura earlier this week, and head coach earlier tonight, and head coach Tamara Cura had some interesting things to say. I asked her a variety of questions, some including, what do you expect to gain from this match? This is the 3rd time you've played the Lyman Eagles, and her response was that it really isn't about this one match. She said she wants her team to always compete, play hard, but for her, it's not about one match. She said she's looking forward to the regionals in several weeks in Mountain View, just a drive down the road, where Pinedale played last night and lost to the Buffaloes. But she said that she was mainly looking forward to what she has, her team has to go in the regionals. 4 teams, 4 out of the 8 teams make it out of the regionals. And in the regionals, in the 3A West, you expect Lyman to make it out as 25-0. I am expecting Mountain View to make it out as as the home team. I think that they have an advantage to start off with. I think they are one of the best teams in the 2A West Conference. But it'll be interesting to see who those other 2 spots are. If I had to guess, maybe Powell gets in there. And I honestly think that Pinedale is either number 3 or number 4 out of those 4 of 8 teams advancing. It'll be interesting to see. It's a double elimination format. If you lose twice, you are out and not eligible to advance out of the regionals. It's played just like a simple tournament format, where it's 4 matches on the first day on Friday, and the winners of those 4 matches will play in the semifinal. Those 2 winners are in. They will play on Saturday to determine who wins the regional, but no matter the outcome of that game on Saturday, that match on Saturday, those 2 teams have advanced. So 2 teams will know on Friday night if they are through to the state tournament, the state championships in Casper. And meanwhile, if you lose your opening match, you still have a chance to advance out of the regionals, but it's going to be a hard road. You have to win your first consolation/losers bracket game, and then you'll have to win another one, and then you'll get to the championship match of that loser's bracket. Once again, it is 4 teams. So if you win 2 matches on Saturday, you are guaranteed a spot, whether that be in the winners and losers bracket or just the losers bracket. Once again, the winners will only play 1 on Saturday, as they will play their 2 matches on Friday. So an interesting scenario ahead, but head coach Tamara Kira definitely had some bright things to say. She said that her team has improved throughout the season. She said we still need to improve. She said if I was complacent, I don't think that will work out. I don't think that our team will look to the best that we are on a daily basis. So she said obviously every coach wants to improve, but really, she said, she said, between me and you, I'm not wanting my team to go out here and just think about this one match. It should be a group effort. It should be a seasonal effort and not just a one match. She said you should not get up for a 25-0 team. You should want to improve yourself and just play the best volleyball that you can. If you're playing the best volleyball that you can, you have a chance to beat the 25-0 Lyman Lady Eagle volleyball team. Looks like we're about to start the starting lineups and national anthem here. I'm not sure what order it will be, but I think we will take a short commercial break after this quick message from Achieve Sports Medicine. Join us.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
Announcing the starters for Pinedale, number 1, Anna Harbor, Jamie Street, number 2. Number 7 will be starting, that's Tegan Johnson. Madison Friend, the senior, one of the few seniors on this roster. Number 15, Maggie Mahanovich. We said her name quite often in our first meeting between the two teams. And Nora Lagursky starting for the Pinedale Wranglers. Riley Dowin also starting for Pinedale. She will be the libero tonight. And for the Lyman Lady Eagles, starting, making a rare start, I guess you could say, is Mandy Eyre. Mandy Eyre will play libero. I talked with Coach. She said that she might be one of the tallest liberos in the state. I believe she is listed at 5'11". She will play libero, but Coach Brescia Hansen had plenty of good things to say about her. Also starting is Spring Yagi. McKinley Bradshaw making the start, no doubt about that one. McKinley Bradshaw, the cousin duo, will be wreaking havoc on the court. Cassidy Nelson, a huge hitter outside for the Lyman Lady Eagles, and rounding it out is number 15, Olivia Smith. Actually, one more, sorry about that. Number 10, Kylie Walker, the final senior to start for this roster here. And I talked to head coach Brescia Hansen earlier tonight as well, and Brescia Hansen had it pretty laid out as far as plans go. She said, I told my team coming into this match, we have 8 matches left in our season. She said, hopefully we have 8 matches left. Between me and her, she said, we have 1 match tonight, we have 1 match next week, 3 in the regionals, hopefully if everything goes according to plan, and 3 at the state to make it up for 8 matches. So Brescia Hansen, head coach of the Lyman Lady Eagles, has her season planned out. Her team is 25-0. Will they get to 33-0? If they do, that would mean that they are state champions for the Class 3A Wyoming volleyball. Should be an interesting match. I am excited. I hope you are too. These students have filed in here. They are standing up on the far side. I don't see many seats available on the near side bleachers underneath where our camera is positioned. There are a lot of people here interested in seeing the 25-0 Lyman Lady Eagle volleyball team against the Pinedale Wranglers. Dowen will check in for the Wranglers as she is the libero, so Madison Friend will high-five her on her way out, substitute out, and it looks like Lyman will start our match off. Kylie Walker serving, and she serves this one out of bounds. So unfortunately for Lyman, that is not the start that they wanted. Lyman falls behind early, 1-0 here in this match. Cassidy Nelson receives the serve on the outside, and McKinley Bradshaw, did she get a piece of it at the net? They did, and that is a point for Lyman. So quickly even it up. Our two officials tonight. Linford will be the down official. Up in the middle, Kylie Walker sets it up wide. Kept alive, and somebody, yes, they're going to say Pinedale stepped underneath the net. That was number 15, Maggie Mahanovic, actually fell down when trying to keep the ball alive, and because of that, her feet kicked underneath the net. That is a violation. So Lyman, a 2-1 lead. On the outside, swinging and connecting for the point there. That was number 13, McKinley Bradshaw. So both McKinley and McKinley with a kill early in this match. And that one not able to be kept alive. Maggie Mahanovic tried to maneuver that ball over the net and into the Lyman side of the court, but it went over the net. It did not go inbounds. Lyman let it go. So it's 4-1 here. Lyman, set number 1. Kylie Walker calls off her own teammate. Kept alive on the outside. Pinedale keeps it alive. Over the net, McKinley Bradshaw. In the middle, and I believe that was Maggie Mahanovic. Actually, no, that was not Maggie Mahanovic. It was a number 19, Nora Legursky. That's the first time I believe I said her name tonight as a part of the action. The junior, 5'8", gets the point for the Wranglers. Kept alive, a booming spike off the arms of one of the smaller players for the Wranglers. I believe that was Jamie Straight off the hands of Cassie Nelson, and that's a point for Lyman. And quickly they give it right back to the Wranglers as Olivia Smith sends this one about a couple feet long and out of play. 5-3, the home team leads the Wranglers here in this match. Kylie Walker, agile to keep that ball alive. She almost had to go into the net. She avoided the net, able to set it up over to Cassidy Nelson, and Cassidy Nelson looking in her true form tonight as she gets another kill off of the blockers and out of play. 6-3, the scoreboard should read here. It still says 5, and that one is out of play. So another hit goes long for Pinedale, not successfully kept in there. It is 7-3. Eagles over Wranglers. Sets it up on the outside, and I'm not sure if it was tipped or not, but albeit the ball falls innocently to the back line on the court, and that's another point for the Wranglers. Trying to get back into this first set. They trail 7-4. Jamie Strite serves it, and Lyman says, here, take this one. We'd like to serve again, as they plant that one right in front of the back line. Never had a shot was Nora Legursky, and it's 8-4. Cassidy Nelson will float this one over. Legursky receives. And that is off of the blocker, and it falls right in front of McKinley Bradshaw. And the Wranglers, some back and forth action here, trail 8-5. Dowen back to serve for the Wranglers. Kylie Walker going to set this up. McKinley Bradshaw looks, loads, and fires right in front of that back line. It's hard to pick up some of those spikes from McKinley Bradshaw. It's hard to dig them out. And Pinedale's going to have to deal with a lot of McKinley Bradshaw tonight. And I believe that's the third service error of this first set. We are not even 10 points in, as that one goes into the net off the hands of Spring Yagi. On the outside, and that one is put down there by Olivia Smith, elevating to get to that one, and it's 10-6. So Lyman is the first team to reach 10 points here in this home match for them on a Saturday night in chilly Lyman, Wyoming. Kept alive. Kylie Walker going to bump it up. Pinedale able to dig it. Going to set it up to the middle, and I don't think that Nora Legursky is going to be happy with that result, as she was off of her back foot and she got underneath the ball. It skied out of play. That's another Lyman point. 11-6 Eagles over Wranglers so far. Dumped over the net there from Pinedale. McKinley Bradshaw swings, and that goes right off the hands of Anna Harbor, the 5'4" junior. Not able to put enough physique into that one with her hands, her arms, and keep it alive. 12-6 here. And blocked at the net. That's a double block. The way the team is celebrating, I think that one will be credited to McKinley Bradshaw again, as she slams that one back, and it's 13-6. Join us after this quick commercial break. Timeout to Maracura.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Back here at Lyman High School, where the Eagles have jumped out to a 13-6 advantage. Tamara Cure maybe sensing a bit of a run for the Lyman Eagles, calls a quick timeout, hoping to stop the momentum. Let's see if it works. Up on the outside, tapped over the net and slapped back over. That was off the hands of McKinley Bradshaw. Had to react quickly to it, and she was not able to put it back in play on the Pinedale side. So Pinedale gets a point out of the timeout. It is 13-7. Eagles lead now. McKinley Bradshaw maybe mishit that one, but still effective enough. And that one dumped over from the Pinedale Wranglers. That will get their fans off their feet and excited there, as that was a fantastic play by their setter, who just took it off of a bump and just kind of directed it on a line drive to that back corner. 13-8, Lyman leading. And that one off of the hands of McKinley Bradshaw. She is tormenting Anna Harbor. Harbor might be seeing a lot of McKinley Bradshaw in some of her nightmares, as that is, I believe, the third or fourth time already that McKinley Bradshaw has spiked one right off the arms of Harbor. Two Pinedale teammates converge there, and the ball falls in between the two of them. So that's another ace for Lyman. Kept alive there from Lyman at the net, and two players run into each other. I believe that was Olivia Smith and Kylie Walker. I believe Olivia Smith was watching the ball, and Kylie Walker was just caught in between her and the ball. She tripped over her foot. Luckily for Lyman, nobody seems to be damaged after that one. 16-9 though, Lyman leading, and Cassidy Nelson said, hey, I don't like it when you get a lot of points, so let's get one for Lyman. She slams that one to the back corner, an unoccupied back corner, where it lands 16-9, the score here for Lyman. Did it touch the line? It did, and that's a Bradshaw's glass towing and fitness ace. That was awfully close, right in front of the Pinedale bench. Maybe Pinedale did not like that call, but the line judge said that it was in, so as it stands, that is an ace. Swinging is Jamie Strite. Kept alive there momentarily. Third ball needing to be powered over, and Anna Harbor cannot get enough elevation under it. She sends a line drive into her own teammate. 18-9. Eagles have doubled up the Wranglers here in set number 1. Sets it middle. Jamie Strite blocked in the middle. That was Spring Yagi, the senior. Just stuck out those hands and became big, as they said, and the ball found her hands and went right back onto the Pinedale side. Tapped over the net there. Strite, a high IQ play, but even higher IQ there from Olivia Smith. As she keeps it alive on a diving effort, Smith then has to get back into position, but she was not quick enough. And Strite, picking on Olivia Smith there, finds the open sideline right in front of head coach Brescia Hansen, and it's 19-10. Wranglers trail. Kylie Walker, back set in the middle, blocked. Strite got her hands on it, but unfortunately for her hands were pushed back, and the ball fell on her side of the net. So it's 20-10, 5 points away from taking set number 1. And that one hits the net, rolls over, and that's an ace. Another Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness ace. And Olivia Smith will check out. Mandy Ayer coming in, the libero. She's the one in the green jersey for the Lyman Eagles. I guess you could call it neon more than green. Neon green, I guess you could say. Cassie Nelson doesn't care what you say about her. She's going to get her points, and she is going to swing hard every time out. She gets another kill there, another another Benedict's Marketing True Value Mountain View kill. And that one goes into the net, not able to get it over the net was Pinedale. Head coach Tamara Kira gets off the bench. She will call a timeout, and we will take one with her. Join us after this commercial break. Lyman Eagles 2 points away from taking set number 1.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PetMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PetMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PetMinerals.com.
Back here at Lyman High School in Lyman, Wyoming, where the Eagles have found it pretty easy today, just as they have pretty much all season. They are 25-0. Pretty sure you can count the amount of sets they've lost on one hand throughout this season, and they look poised to take another opening set. On the outside, off the back foot, swinging Pinedale. Cassidy Nelson swings, and unfortunately for her, it goes into the net, comes back on her side, and that is a point for the Wranglers. 23-11. Let's see if head coach Tamara Kira of Pinedale told them the right things and they can pull off a miraculous comeback in set number 1. Rolled over the net. Cassidy Nelson coming in. Didn't maybe look the most technique-oriented hit, but she just kind of slapped that thing over the net, found the right place for it, and it's another set point for the Eagles. 24-11 here in set number 1. Set point for the Eagles. Cassie Nelson serves. That was Harbor, not able to finish the point. In the middle, let's see who they set, and that's tapped up, kept alive though, on the Lyman side. Air sets it up, and it goes over onto the Pinedale side, blocked at the net, kept alive. Madison Friend, she'll try to finish it here. She does, and unfortunately for Pinedale, it's not how they wanted it to finish. She hits it out of bounds, and that's how the first set will end. 25 for the Lyman Eagles, 11 for the Pinedale Wranglers, and the 25-0 Lyman Eagles have taken the opening set here in front of their home crowd. Should be an exciting final two sets. Join us after this commercial break. The Lyman Eagles take the Achieve Sports Medicine Randy Christofferson, no excuses, just results. Set number 1, 25-11.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire.
We are back here, first point of the second set. And just like that, Lyman is able to put it away. Olivia Smith credited with a kill to open up set number 2. McKinley Bradshaw serving, and that's a Bradshaw's glass towing and fitness ace. The hot serve coming over the net, not able to be handled there. She'll try to do it again as she swings. Kept alive in the middle. And Bradshaw dives for it in the corner, not able to keep it alive. And Pinedale with a quick point. Nora Lagursky gives her team their first point of the second set. It is 2-1 here in set number 2 after Lyman took the Achieve Sports Medicine first set. Powerful hit off the hands of Spring Yagi, kept alive, sent all the way over to the Pinedale side. Sets it outside. Cassidy Nelson, third ball, coming up here for Pinedale. Strite attacks it, not necessarily from the back row, but she was off of the net, and unfortunately for her, she did not get. She got too much elevation under it, did not get the right angle on it, and it goes out of play. 3-1. Eagles over Wranglers in set number 2. And that is sent cross court there. McKinley Bradshaw said, hey, McKinley's not the only Bradshaw that can play some volleyball in this family. 4-1, Eagles with the advantage in set number 2. On the outside, kept alive. Cassidy Nelson swings, locks, loads, and fires. As that cross-court pass might have left a dent in the court. As she crushes that one for another Benedict's Market and True Value and Mountain View kill. Strike and attack this one. Kylie Walker on it, but unfortunately for her, not fast enough. Not sure if it hit the floor before Kylie Walker got to it, but either way, Walker not able to corral it, and it goes out of play over head coach Brescia Hansen and the bench. And that's not what you want to see if you're a Pinedale Wrangler fan, as Maggie Mahanovic serves it into the net. And if you're going to beat a 25-0 team, if you're going to beat a team like Lyman, you need to play nearly perfect, if not perfect. And just too many hitting errors or service errors for Pinedale today. As a punishing block there from Lyman gives the point to the Eagles. 7-2 early in set number 2. Don't want this set to get away from the Wranglers too quickly, and that's another Bradshaw's glass towing and fitness ace. Bradshaw's really does fix anything car, motor vehicle, tractor, snowmobile, anything auto parts related. Go to Reese Auto Service or Bradshaw's glass towing and fitness for all of your needs. On the outside, and that was Cassidy Nelson again. And quickly it is 9-2. Tamara Kira does not like that. She's going to call a timeout early in set number 2. We're going to take that timeout with her. Join us after this commercial break.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Lyman making it look easy here through basically a set and a half as they took the Achieve Sports Medicine set number 1. 25-11. They're on their way to winning set number 2. They lead 9-2 here in set number 2. On the outside, attack from off of the net. And unfortunately for Pinedale, that is how this match has gone for them. Madison Friend not able to connect with that one as it goes off the net and back onto the Pinedale side. 10-2, Eagles over Wranglers in set number 2. Kai Walker going to jump set. And Spring Yagi not able to put it over the net. And that will be a Wrangler point. So 10-3. Now would be the perfect time to get back into this first set. Was it in? Yes, it was. The lines judge had to deal with the ball incoming to her, so she could not make a signal, but the up official was able to make the call. It is an ace for Jamie Strite, and it is 10-4, Eagles lead. Strite jump serves. Bradshaw, or actually Nelson there to receive. Kept alive on the outside. Kylie Walker dumps it over the net. Diving attempt by Strite. She pancaked that one. Was able to keep it alive. But unfortunately, the point quickly ends after that as Pinedale sends it out of bounds. But a diving effort by Jamie Strite. Once again, she is a sophomore for this team. She will be one of the better players in the state in the next few years. A name to watch out for if you are interested in 3A volleyball. The service error gives the ball back to Pinedale. It is 11-5, the home team leading the guests. Lyman in the black and blue, going left to right on your screen. Pinedale in the green and orange, going right to left. McKinley Bradshaw swings. Might have connected off of the face of number 15, Maggie Mahanovic. Looks like she is okay, but that will certainly leave a mark when somebody with the last name of Bradshaw connects with the ball and it goes off of your face. Kylie Walker going to dump it over again, and she finds that open Bermuda triangle in between the defense. As Jamie Strite looks over, tells her defense maybe to step up a little bit, because Kylie Walker will do that several times every single match. She is one of the better players I've ever seen at any level. Just dump the ball over the net, meaning just as a setter, just kind of toss it over and win the point there. She is one of the better players in the state. at doing that, so always have to be aware if you're Pinedale. And that one goes off the block of McKinley Bradshaw and out of play. So that one, a kill for Nora Legursky. She gets high fives from her teammates. 13-6 here. Eagles over Wranglers in set number 2. Set close to the net. McKinley Bradshaw, those long arms, able to attack it right above the net and not go into the net. She pushes it off the Pinedale defense. Actually, no, she pushed it out of bounds. I thought it touched somebody, but it went out of bounds. And that serve just missed the line. And unfortunately for Pinedale, that is how this match has gone. It is 14-7. Eagles leading here in set number 2. Dumped over the net, and McKinley Bradshaw says, not so fast. As that one just meant to be tapped over the net when there were no blockers there. McKinley Bradshaw saw it, elevated, and hit it straight down. So a great play there from McKinley Bradshaw. She's got her team leading 15-7 now in this match. Blocked at the net again. Nora Legursky gets a full facial after the double block in the middle. That was Olivia Smith, the senior, rejecting that one and sending it right back to her. 16-7, Eagles over Wranglers. And that one is tapped over the net and in front of the defense. So that's a point for Pinedale. That one came off the hands of Tegan Johnson. Seen her in this match tonight before, but I'm not sure if I've said her name as part of the action. So Tegan Johnson gets the point for her team. She will serve. Blocked at the net, kept alive. Dowan tried to get it, but her own teammate, Mahanovich, stole it away from her. On the outside, Bradshaw, and out of play up the sideline, so that's another point for Pinedale. 16-9 here in set number 2. Lyman took set number 1. If you're just joining us, 25-11. They lead this set number 2, 16-9. Dumped over the net from Kylie Walker, and I believe that's the 3rd or 4th time this set alone that Kylie Walker has seen that back line of the Pinedale Wranglers pushed about 2 feet too far, and she's dumped it right in front of them. Strite diving to keep it alive, and ball comes down on the Lyman side, so that's a point for Pinedale. So I talked with head coach Brescia Hansen of the Lyman Eagles, and she had told me, just as they did when they played at Pinedale, and I saw that firsthand in practice, the game plan was simple: stop Jamie Strite, the electric sophomore for Pinedale, number 2. Stop her, and we have a pretty good chance to win. But unfortunately for her, I guess they're still winning, so maybe not unfortunately. It just so happened that Jamie Strite has played a big role, as she always does, for this Pinedale team. But really, the person that has stepped up the most, in my opinion, has been junior Maggie Mahanovich so far. Maggie Mahanovich swinging a lot and has gotten some key blocks so far. Strite able to tap that one over the net. Looked like she stepped under, but no call. And kept alive there momentarily as Anna Harbor tried to keep it alive, but Madison Friend took it off the chest and was not able to corral it. 20-10 here, set number 2. Olivia Smith looking to serve again. Tried to go for that back corner and the Bradshaw's ace, but she missed it, and it is 20-11. Pinedale, if they're going to get back into this set, they got to do so now. They are running out of time. They trail 20-11 in set number 2. Kylie Walker going to take the second ball. She'll set middle to Cassidy Nelson. Off the blocker in the middle. Off the hands of Kylie Hansen, another sophomore for Pinedale who we have not seen tonight. Off of her hands and onto the Pinedale side. So 21-11 Eagles lead. And back to serve for the first time is Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill checks into this match for the first time. She is a senior. Diving effort there by McKinley Bradshaw. She's got nothing to show for it, unfortunately, as she sends it right into her own student section out of play. 21-12, Jamie Strite is going to jump serve from several feet behind the back line, and unfortunately for her, maybe she didn't get the right approach on it as she hits it right into the net. So 22-12 here. Set number 2, 3 points away, and head coach Tamara Kira will call her final timeout of set number 2. Will it end in 3 points, or will Pinedale start a rally? Join us after this commercial break and find out on mylocalradio.com.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advance from PetMinerals.com today.
Set number 2 has gone according to plan for head coach Brescia Hansen. Maybe some errors or missteps that, as always, any coach would want to work on at the end of the day, but her team leads 22-12. Cassidy Nelson has the ball ready to serve for the Eagles. Third ball needing to be put over from Pinedale. They do. Bradshaw swings. She hit the net, though, and that is not going to count. So Bradshaw did put it in play. Would have been a kill, but her follow-through put her into the net. So not sure how exactly Tamara Kira planned that first point out of the timeout to go, but as it stands, her team did get the point, so I'm not sure she can be too upset with it. Bradshaw trying to put her away, cannot finish it. Strike and attack it all the way from the back row. In the middle, and up the line. They say that did hit the line. Pinedale looking around, thinking maybe that ball was out, but unfortunately for the Wranglers, that ball was in, and it is 23-13 here in set number 2. Tegan Johnson rolls it over. Bradshaw right in front of Tegan Johnson. She was able to get her fingertips on it, but not able to keep it alive. 24-13, and we have a set point here in set number 2 for the Lyman Eagles. And that one off of the serve, returned onto the Lyman side. McKinley Bradshaw, fitting that she gets a Benedict's Marketing and True Value in Mountain View kill to end the second set. So 25-11, the Achieve Sports Medicine first set went to Lyman. The second set goes the same way. 25-13, the Eagles take set number 2. Will the Eagles finish this out in 3 sets, or do the Pinedale Wranglers have something to say about that, and will they put up a fight? Join us on mylocalradio.com to figure that out with us.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
Back here to start set number 3. Kylie Walker standing On the baseline with the ball, ready to serve and get set number 3 underway. Walker steps up, jump serve. Pinedale, third ball needing to be put over. Push to the back corner. Cassidy Nelson winds up on her backside, not able to keep it alive. And that's a quick point for the Wranglers. So the Wranglers, just like set number 1, they take the first point of this set. Let's hope it can go better for them and head coach Tamara Kira than the first 2 did. That one is smacked all the way through the court. Olivia Smith gets high fives from her teammates as she places that one all the way through the middle of the court, untouched, and onto the back line. That is a point. And McKinley Bradshaw gives it right back. A service error off the hand of McKinley Bradshaw will give Pinedale a 2-1 lead. Kylie Walker on the outside. Cassidy Nelson swings and connects. Another Benedict's Market and True Value in Mountain View kill for Cassidy Nelson. Serve taken from several feet behind the back line, but no need to get any closer for Olivia Smith. As that one is off the blockers in the front, a diving Tegan Johnson. Not tall enough to get to that one. And it falls, and Lyman has their first lead of this third set. 3-2 here in set number 3. Lyman wins this set. This match is over. If Pinedale wins, we will continue and play 2 more total if needed. And that one was put away from McKinley Bradshaw. She's hoping we do not need 2 more sets, and she's trying everything that she can to try to prevent that from happening. Olivia Smith in the middle, strike, pushes it all the way to the back corner. McKinley Bradshaw attacks. McKinley Bradshaw sends it over the net off of a deflection. And just like that, Lyman able to put it over the net and finish the point. So even when it seems like Lyman might be a little bit dysfunctional, a little disorganized on the court, they still find a way to win the point, and they lead 5-2. 4 consecutive points from the Eagles. On the out, or in the middle rather, Strite attacks it. Olivia Smith throws her hands up saying, "What, I can't play it off my face?" She's laughing about it. As Cassidy Nelson talks to head coach Brescia Hansen on the sideline. Serve floated over the net. McKinley Bradshaw, 2 Pinedale Wranglers come together. Somehow they keep it alive. Diving effort there by McKinley Bradshaw over to Cassidy Nelson. Cassidy tries to tap it over the net, and they called a violation. Yes, they're going to say that a Lyman Eagle on the floor was across the line separating the net. Cannot cross that line with any part of your body, so that's a point for Pinedale. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was Cassidy Nelson who crossed over underneath the net when she was on the ground. But the service error from Pinedale gives it right back to Lyman. I'm sure head coach Tamara Kira would tell you that they've had a couple too many of those today. You don't want to have any in any given match, but they've had about 6 or 7 today, and it has cost them so far. Attack from the back row. Mahanovic kept alive. Outside, Strite taps it over a double block. A high IQ play there as she places it over the outstretched hands of Spring Yagi, the senior. And that's a point for Pinedale. So 6-5, Strite will toss it up, nearly touch the rafters, and jump serve. Strite dives in the back corner, cannot get to it. And just like that, Lyman, a side out, gets the point back. 7-5 here in set number 3. If you're just joining us, if Lyman wins this set, this match is over. They took the Achieve Sports Medicine first set 25-11. They took set number 2 25-13. They lead this set 7-5. Olivia Smith maybe not happy with the connection that she made, but she was able to keep it alive and send it to Cassidy Nelson. Walker tries to bump it across the court, and that is just a great play by McKinley Bradshaw again. That's the thing with someone as special as McKinley Bradshaw, as special of an athlete as she is, if you put it anywhere in the vicinity of that net, she is lanky, and has enough length to get to a ball where she can just reach out and kind of stab at it with her hand and kind of punch it over. Olivia Smith laughing on the court because this one went off of her outstretched hands and hit her right square in the face. She might hear about that one from her teammates later, but unfortunately for her, that is a double hit, and it's 8-6, Lyman leading Pinedale. McKinley Bradshaw swings and plants that one right in front of the outstretched hands of Riley Dowen, the sophomore libero from Pinedale. So 9-6 the lead here for Lyman in set number 3. In the middle, Walker going to set it wide, and McKinley Bradshaw, it's almost like when she elevates, when she skies for that ball, it's almost like she's hitting the ball directly down, which you do not see in the high school level and even some college level. You don't see a lot of players getting that much elevation where they can literally just hit the ball straight down and get it over the net. But she is that tall, she is that lengthy and lanky, where her arms just feel like they extend to the ceiling, and it's just like a 7-footer dunking. You just don't even need to jump, you just need to slam it straight down. Sets it up on the outside. Tegan Johnson looking to finish the point, cannot. Bradshaw again swings. Strite bumps it straight up in the air. Dowen takes it and sends it over. Free ball for Lyman, and Lyman does not waste the opportunity. I was going to say free ball for McKinley Bradshaw, but I figured let's just wait. And sure enough, they did go to McKinley Bradshaw, so I probably should have just said free ball to McKinley Bradshaw, because it is not a mistake when they go to McKinley Bradshaw every time. What is a mistake is that serve, as that one goes into the net, a service error. Tightens this game up by another point. 11-7 Eagles lead midway through set number 3. Strite backs up the power under the hand of McKinley Bradshaw. She took it off her hands, bumped it, kept it alive, and just the sheer force of that ball almost knocked her on her backside. 11-8, Pinedale trails in set number 3. McKinley Bradshaw slams it off the block. Pinedale did what they accomplished, or did what they were trying to accomplish there. They got a block on McKinley Bradshaw, but unfortunately for them, it was angled, so it went out of bounds. So, albeit another point for Lyman here, 12-8 in set number 3. Cassidy Nelson taps it to keep it alive. Bradshaw will get the free ball. She's calling for it right back. She's going to Kylie Walker is going to set up her cousin McKaylee, and McKaylee finishes the point after a couple hits from Pinedale. Can't get it over the net. 13-8 here in set number 3, and a timeout. Head coach Tamara Cura of Pinedale.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Lyman exits the huddle, leading 13-8 as Kylie Walker has the ball on the baseline once again, ready to serve. Pinedale comes out of their huddle. Let's see if Tamara Cura's advice will help the Wranglers here midway through set number 3. Stride has to go way out of bounds to keep it alive. Dowen sends it over the net. McDowell keeps alive off of the net. Tried to be played by Maggie Mahanovic, but just took a bad roll off that net, and she was not able to corral it. 14-8 here. Eagles lead the Wranglers. Kylie Walker serves. On the outside, Tegan Johnson has to run under it and just bump it over. Another free ball for Lyman. And McKinley Bradshaw surprisingly doesn't finish the point, but Maggie Mahanovic does. Maggie Mahanovic winds up on her butt, but somehow is able to tap it over the block, get it right in front of Kylie Walker in the back left corner. That's a point for Pinedale. Maybe sometimes you just need a little bit of luck. Sometimes all the skill in the world only takes you so far. Wow, another powerful strike from the hands of McKinley Bradshaw. Anna Harbor tried her best to dig that one out, but that one went all the way across the court and into the bleachers. Kept alive from Lyman. Straight up in the air, Mahanovic. Straight attacks it, and she misses it as that ball goes out of play. So she tried for that corner, that sideline, back sideline corner. Could not get the angle on it, though. McKinley Bradshaw, I'm not sure if that one was going out or not. Would have been close if she let it go, but as it stands, Bradshaw makes an attempt at it with her right hand, and the ball goes back into the wall on the baseline, out of play. 16-10, Eagles over Wranglers. Tegan Johnson steps up to take the first ball for Pinedale. Swung on and into the net. Madison Friend, the senior, not able to get her team another point. So it's just about getting a run together if you're Pinedale. They are getting points consistently, at least in this third set. They haven't just been able to string together a few points in a row. It's always 1 point and then a side out for the Eagles. Straight skying for that one. She went for that back corner, the back left corner this time. And unfortunately for her, she missed it again. So maybe, just maybe, Jamie Strite, the sophomore, getting a little bit frustrated on the court. She seems to be trying a little bit too hard, putting a little bit too much power underneath some of these attacks, and has sent it long several times. McKinley Bradshaw will get some high fives from her teammates after another Benedict's market entry value kill for the Lyman Eagles. 19-10. As I said, Pinedale is getting points consistently in this third set. They just haven't been able to put a rally together. And Lyman, it seems like when they get a few points, it's always in a run. As an example, they have 3 consecutive points in a row right here as Cassidy Nelson swings. But Maggie Mahanovic blocked it, but I thought it went on the Lyman side. It actually did go on Maggie Mahanovic's side, so that's another point. So 4 consecutive points, and just as I say that, maybe an announcer jinx is that one is sent long out of play and at about. Olivia Smith will check out. Get some high fives down the line, and Mandy Ayer will be the libero once again for Lyman. Kept it alive. Tegan Johnson, almost a terrified look on her face there. And why would you not have a terrified look on your face? Because whether it's McKinley Bradshaw or Cassidy Nelson, those two ladies have some power underneath their hands, their arms when they are swinging and they make a clean connection. 21-11. Tamara Kira will call her final timeout, maybe of the match. Will Pinedale have anything left in the tank, or will this match end shortly after this commercial break? Find out on mylocalradio.com.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
First point out of this timeout. Didn't miss any action, I promise. 21-11, Eagles lead. And actually, I said McKinley. I started to say McKinley. That was actually Cassidy Nelson on our near side on the left side. Attacks it. She goes cross court. Finds a vacant area on the court. And that is another kill for the Eagles. 22-11. They've doubled up the Wranglers in set number 3. And this one has gotten away from Pinedale. And another Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness ace. Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness, they really do fix anything car-related. If you need anything car-related fixed in the Lyman area, make sure to visit Bradshaw's. Great place, friendly people. And they've got 2 relatives playing on the court for Lyman. So supporting them supports us, supports the community all around. 24-11 after that point. And it is a set and match point here for the Lyman Eagles. I think the only way to describe that serve would be punched, as it seems like almost not to diminish Cypress Hill's abilities, it almost looked like she just held that one in her hand, just kind of punched at it. Went into net, a service error. And Spring Yagi cannot finish the match as she tried to tap it over the net, but did not find the correct height of that one, and it is 24-13. Straight jump serve. Kylie Walker on the outside. Cassidy Nelson, not sure if it was blocked or hit the net. Referee is going to say it was blocked. Back onto the Lyman side. Walker, air. Nelson. And they're going to say that it was a double hit, I believe. Yeah, they're going to say that was the 4th hit. So I'm not sure if they said that the setter maybe hit it twice. I'm not exactly sure of the call, but either way, it is a point for Pinedale. Spring Yagi kept alive by Strite, who winds up on her backside. Pushed to the back line. Cassidy Nelson looking to end it. Jamie Strite able to maneuver her way to get it. She sticks her hands on her head, though, as that one goes into the net. And that's how the match will end. 25-11, 25-13, and 25-14. A rather easy 3-set victory for the Lyman Eagles. This is not the first time that they have done this season. This will not be the last time that they do it. As I talked to head coach Brescia Hansen, I discussed this before the match. She said we had 8 more matches left in our season. Well, 1 more down. They're 26-0 on the hunt for 33-0. If her team gets to 33-0, they will be state champion and regional champion out of Wyoming 3A. So it should be interesting. A lot of volleyball left to be played this season. Make sure you catch all the action on mylocalradio.com. Once again, I will be at Mountain View's match at Cokeville. I believe that is Wednesday night. I will be at Cokeville, where Mountain View, the Buffaloes, will try to get back on track after a win yesterday. And a win today over Big Piney. They'll try to extend that winning streak against the 2A Cokeville team. So it'll be interesting to see how that match plays out. If you're interested in watching the Buffaloes take on the Cokeville team, I will be there on Wednesday night. Make sure you tune in on mylocalradio.com. And then Friday night, we have a great football matchup when the Gray Bull Buffalo will welcome in the Mountain View Buffalo to their home turf, their home field, and this one's got a lot riding on it, folks. The winner of that Gray Bull Mountain View match, that Gray Bull Mountain View game next Friday night, will be the number 1 seed out of the Class 2A West. It should be really interesting. If you want to catch all that and more, listen to my radio show on KNYN Radio 99.1 on your dials in the local area, or listen live on mylocalradio.com. Just click the Listen Live tab on Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Every single week, I do a radio show discussing all the Bridger Valley sports. I try to update you on any big sports stories from the week and month and leading up to the next month ahead. Make sure you tune in on Tuesday at 10:30 when I discuss a great week ahead, a big week of sports ahead. That'll wrap up this week, however, as the Lyman Eagles improve to 26-0 on the season. Signing off here from Lyman High School in Wyoming. Stay safe, stay warm out there if you are in Wyoming. It is very snowy and chilly in the area here. Signing off, I am Sean Bennett from MyLocalRadio.com. Thank you for tuning in.